With 4 points, 2 games to go, the maximum number of points you can get is 10. And so there are some groups that have 6 points already.
Yeah, 6-7 points.
So let's not think about it. Let's not think about it. Let's just pick our 2 wins and hope that we just
and then we will exactly. But this attack is good enough. The likes of Michael Babatunde, these are strong guys. We saw him at the World Cup now. If I question the Kokeshi when he picked him for the World Cup, then did very well. We saw him there. Emmanuel Brock. I just hope he'll be able to deliver also for the Super Eagles. Just do the same thing he's been doing for the here in Nigeria Professional Football League. But I just Ike Chukwu, I believe these guys will be able to do something. They should be able to do something. But my problem is still the defense. The central playing of the defense.
Let me come to that now, because I was going to talk about it before we read through that list. Some people have also said we need to put Godfrey Obabona and Kenneth Onoro on their toes. We need a young player to come, and when they see that this player has been called up, it makes these 2 guys, step up their game.
Exactly. South Africa last year when we were in the Nations Cup, and the fact that Joseph Ibu was on the bench,
yes,
and I get a chance to play, it means that I must not waste the chance, because I know I may lose it anytime soon.
Even if the World Cup injury to Obama,
but that said, I think if we had a competent right back, a really competent natural right back, and they know that if Yabros is back in central defense, I think both guys will step up. That's another option. And maybe that is why we have Solomon Kwame back in the squad. I do not know. I don't know what
Kwame will bring back.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants to try to push. The last game we played against Sudan, Onazi was moved to right back. It was completely out of the team. And we saw Rahim Lawal, Opapan really measuring up and giving 100%.
In fact, Onazi is always good as a right back. He played as a right back also at the Nations Cup. One game
against Zambia.
Yes, and he played very well. So if the schoolboys errors against Sudan, against Congo, here there in Calabar, schoolboy errors by this guy Obabona and Kenneth Onoro, I just hope they step up to the game. That's just it. These guys are good players, no matter what. A good player is always a good player. A good player cannot just suddenly turn bad. But I just expect these guys to just up their game. Believe that everyone's behind them. 150 million Nigerians, they are behind them. We need to qualify for Nations Cup. We don't want to qualify as a third place team or whatever. We need to go to Congo and defeat them. For the fact that they can come down to Nigeria and defeat us in Nigeria, we will also go there and also defeat them there. So I expect these guys to come to their game. Look at if the strikers are scoring and we're conceding goals, it would have been no use of the strikers scoring goals. But if the defenders they come to their games, the strikers also they'll be so confident of themselves that okay, yes, we won't score the goals, we are very sure of our defense. We have a fantastic goalkeeper, there's no question in his CV. A fantastic goalkeeper. All we just need to do now is just to
sort out the defense,
and that's it.
Okay, tell us what you think about the Eagles. You've seen the list of 25 that Coach Keshi has called back. Talk to us also about Keshi. What should be his approach? Someone that was down and a lot of people felt was out just a couple of weeks ago is back in charge. What should be the attitude going into these crucial games? And what role really should the media be playing? Look, the bottom line is this. You can criticize your coach for how long, for whatever reasons you want. But once he's been appointed as the coach, the wise thing to do is to find a way to support him to get results.
Exactly.
And I think that is what we should be doing now.
Yeah, very true.
Arguments about whether it is good enough or not should end now.
Simple.
How do we push this team and make them excel? I think that should be the summary. For everybody interested in football development in Nigeria.
Very true. I think if we had criticized him in the past and got results, it does not mean that it will work like that way again. I mean, now is the time to support him. He said he made some comments after he left the post, like that Nigerians never really believed in him or never really believed he could do anything serious. And every time he did something great, he made us eat our words. I, for one, have told myself that I would never criticize any of his call-ups again, because after Michael Samuel made me eat my words, and I've told myself that will be the last time. If I have not had that guy's name before, I believe he has had the name before, and they brought him down for a reason. So I will wait and see what the guy will do. And then Joao Shalala, we all criticized him. Look at the kind of solid performance he gave us at the World Cup. Unbelievable performance. And these are guys you just think and you make a mess of, and you just say Keshi probably doesn't know what he's doing. I think he knows what he's doing, and he needs the support I think he has proven that he deserves more than we are currently giving him here in Nigeria, and the media need to back him and give him all the support. Let the people believe that he can do this, and then we go with a positive mindset, and the players come knowing that the people believe in them. You have to let the people down will be difficult for them, because you know that millions of people, hundreds of millions of people are counting on them to get the win, to get the victory. So I think that mindset is what the team needs at the moment.
All right, let's still talk about the Eagles now. And you know, Stephen Keshi told us a couple of weeks ago that his approach when we have a game is to have home-based players in camp to kickstart training, and then the foreign-based players will join later. And there's good news for Keshi, because the Super Eagles B team, okay, don't let me call them B team, let me call them Super Eagles players that are based in Nigeria, home-based Super Eagles. Those playing in the domestic league will have an opportunity to play an international friendly. We don't know against which country. Could be Ghana, could be Libya, as the NFF is planning, and that will be on the 7th of November. That's the game to officially open the new Akwa Ibom International Stadium. And Keshi has called up 24 home-based players, and let me run through the list. Chigozie Agbin, Daniel Akpeyi, Theophilus Oteloka of Pillars, and the goalkeeper Solomon Kwambe, Idris Aloma, Chima Akas of Sharks, Nelson Ogbonna, Azubike Gweke, Ehun Obano, who was at the Chan. I love that. That's the CMA. You talk about that, the CMA is there. Umar Zango of Pillars as well. In the midfield, Christian Piagbara, Charles Enlong, captain of Giwa FC, Joseph Nathaniel of Charles, Stanley Dinga of Wariwo, Fabi Ali, and then that's the engine room of Kano Pillars. Chinedu Udeaga, that's the guy for Rangers, is the midfield anchor for Rangers. Kingsley Sokari, easily one of the most efficient box-to-box midfielders in the league, is there for Enyimba. Tony Joe Mariego of Nasarawa United, and then in the attack, I mean, it doesn't get bigger than Enfor Udo, 20 goals for Enyimba. Christian Obiazo, the big striker from Rangers, Belaon Salami, one of the top scorers in the league, Osagona Ighodaro, one of the top scorers in the league, and MM Edward, also on 20 goals.
Fantastic.
These guys,
a front line that has about 80 goals
between them.
Beautiful forward line.
These guys have a chance to impress Keshi with that international friendly, and get some of them have already been included in the 25-man squad.
Yes, most
and
of them.
then let's see how it goes. Maybe this will keep the foreign-based players on their toes. Those who don't want to play on artificial pitch, these guys play week in, week out on artificial pitch.
Waiting for the day they will get a chance.
So for 20 goals is artificial pitch. MMA block is artificial pitch. They can get goals in Sudan.
But I think he plays on artificial pitch in CSK.
It's cold weather, so they can excuse that is cold weather.
And really, I think if there's one player I'm peeping to get out of that list in the attack line as quickly as possible, has to be Onfomodo. Last season with Aqua United, yes, 15 goals.
Yes. This season 20.
And just
counted in the Blue Premier League.
In the Blue Premier League.
Not counted the World Cup.
No club size. So 2 seasons, 35 goals. 35 league goals. I don't think any player has matched that goal ratio in recent years.
I think we had double digits as well for Aqua United in his first season with Aqua United.
Yes.
Double digits. So
5 goals in 2 seasons.
5 goals in 3 seasons.
That is prolific. And it looks like a guy who can get goals for you from open play. Just 5 of them for penalties and the other 15 from there. Open play. I think this is a guy who we should pay close attention to, because I think he has something to offer.
All right, there's a chance to impress Keshi, and then maybe
hopefully we get a good game.
Hopefully. All right.
I think we should get a good game. 20 goals in Nigeria Professional Football League. It's not easy at all.
All right.
I believe so.
Well, we're going to quick break now. We're going to talk from the break. There's still plenty more to talk about on sports tonight. We will also read your tweet. It looks like we're having a little problem with our connection, but we will try to sort it out so that we can get your tweets as we go along on sports tonight. All right, thank you for staying with us, and now our connection is okay, and we can see some of your tweets. Shalom Oni is giving us some bits of news that Ederson Echegele has scored his first goal in the French League 1 today. That's some good news for Ederson Echegele.
Yeah, it's a good
one of the best games we ever played. I mean, in recent times was the 4-1 thrashing of Mali in the semi-finals of the Nations Cup, and he got the first goal. So if he gets into the attacking position against Congo,
and he got 2 against Tahiti,
and he got 2 against, I mean, that would do a lot of good. So that's congratulations for that Echegele for scoring his first goal. Shofiu says, I agree with you guys. let us support Keshi to get the result against Congo and South Africa. That's the smart thing to do. I mean, he's been appointed. There's nothing we can say about it. Let us support him to get the job done. And Chukwudi Obieche say, nice one for Keshi. I hope he redeems his image this time around. Best of luck to the Super Eagles. Now that Ike Uche is coming from Abdullah Olayinka, now that Ike Uche is back, he had better tear the nets of our opponents straight from kickoff. This is what I'm talking about. The player is good.
You have to arrive Nigeria. You are already waiting for the goals.
Eugene Ejeripe at Eugene Score says he thinks the Eagles still need Victor Moses. Is Victor Moses injured? I think he got injured, then he was started to play again, and then he went off again. I'm not sure if he's 100% fit or why he's not been called up. He says, I think Eagles need Victor Moses and Kelechi Iheanacho in the team. And he says that friendly before the game against Congo will be very helpful. I think so. I think it will.
So we have to Kelechi, and now we're talking about Victor Moses and Iheanacho again.
So much, you cannot play 11 players at a time.
Everybody cannot be called up.
Everybody cannot be called up. That's true. All right. Somebody is asking why Osaze Demiga not in the list. Osaze is injured, and he's not going to be back until the end of the first quarter next year. If not, I'm sure he would have been a part of this team.
Yes.
And because he has plenty of quality to bring to the team. All right, gentlemen, let's pause a little bit on Twitter. We'll still expect your tweets to come in. Send words of encouragement to Keshi. Is there. I mean,
that is it.
Yes, is there. So let's find a way to motivate him and the boys to get the job done. So we expect your tweets to keep coming in. Let's quickly go out of Nigeria. Let's look at the bigger picture. The CAF Champions League second leg final is coming up this weekend. We had the first leg last week, and we ended 2-2. Oton Setiv will be at home, of course, to AS Vita of Congo Democratic Republic. The second leg of the CAF Champions League takes center stage this weekend. Just avoid considering a goal, and we are champions for Oton Setiv.
I think they threw it away because they twice led against AS Vita.
They should have won away.
But getting 2 goals away from home is great. And they've lost just 1 game in the CAF Champions League this season. That's Oton Setiv. And it's quite amazing that they've been able to keep good away records and fantastic home records. So as it stands, I think they are odds on to win it, and I wouldn't be surprised because they've been imperials all season long. But for AS Vita, well, we know them as a team that can score vital away goals. The one in Nigeria would not leave my mind in a hurry. Vital away goals. So we'll wait to see if they can get 2 in Algeria. That would be
very difficult.
It's not over.
60% don't do for 10 actually.
It's not over until it is over.
That's the greatest one. The great area.
So Mananu, our good friend who is watching us from the way, he says that we need quality centre backs and a good creative midfielder to put Mikel under pressure. Damola Johnson says if we must beat Congo, we must infuse more natural left footers in the team. That is the secret against Claude Leroy's tactics. More natural left footers, okay? Maybe this is a coach. maybe this man
is exclusive.
He says our midfield chartered NG Dreamer at Zion One says our midfield is still our weakest link against a well-drilled side. We struggle. He says his outlook for the game is negative. Well, change it, be positive, and let's see what happens. I mean, there's an interesting tweet here. It says, we are all talking about the Africa Cup of Nations when we don't know where to be played. But there are reports, there are scoops that CAF may have agreed to postpone the Nations Cup. It's not official, so let's wait for a confirmation from CAF. But we don't know. It was probably stated in Morocco. That's the man who sent it to it. Shola 22 says, you are talking about the AFCON qualifiers without a confirmed competition host. That's what he says.
That's what they set up.
No, but we will play. It may not be January. I mean, at the worst, it may not be January. But we will surely play the African Cup of Nations.